Today we have some interesting things to share with you all. Let's veer off and see what the weather team has in store for us today. So apparently the weather team has gone on vacation, for the winter. Seems that most of our crew has gone away for vacation and didn't tell some of us, so no one's here for the usual broadcasts. Well, I do have one thing to show you. It might be boring for some of you in or fresh out of high school, but just bear with me. Let me introduce you all to a quick show of some mathematical problems involving what is known as polynomial long division.
Hi! Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. Today I'm going to tell you guys about polynomial long division. It's a problem-solving technique that involves algebraic stuff like numbers and letters, your normal elementary school long division. It's a way to find factors of polynomials, which I'll explain later. It's not rocket science, though not everybody's gonna get it like right off the bat. I mean, you high schoolers, you'll definitely see this in 11th grade math or Algebra 2. Middle schoolers, I'm not 100% sure you guys will see it. In the real world context, actually, we'll find this when it comes to describing curves, such as when people are designing roller coasters and roads. So let's get into it. Okay, so this is the problem we'll be dealing with, and this is what it'll look like on problem sheets that have these. And to put it in context, this is the factor that we're going to be trying to divide into this polynomial. And whatever answer we get will be the factor that when times by this, it will give us this. So, next part is to write it out like this, the polynomial under the long division sign. So now we'll solve. So, first thing is, we figure out how x plays into this. X, how many times can x go into 2x squared? Well, x times x is equal to x squared. So if we have that, we'll know that x goes into 2x squared by 2x, which we'll put right here, so we can write that underneath here. And then, to figure out what we're going to do with this, we actually times 7 by this answer, which will give us 14x. And so, what you really need to pay attention to is that we're minusing what we just found from the original equation. And so, will give us, so 2x squared minus 2x squared will be 0. And then 19x minus 14x is 5x. And then we drop 35. And so we'll solve again. X goes into 5x. I mean, we don't have this, so it'll actually be fairly easy. X goes into 5x by 5. And then 5 times 7 is 35. Watch that minus sign again. 5x minus 5x is 0. 35 minus 35 is 0. So, and this is something you also have to pay attention to. For certain problems, you won't always get 0. That's called the remainder. So, whatever answer you get, you will have the answer or whatever. And so, but for this problem, our answer is 2x plus 5. And now, this is the factor you can times by this, and it'll give you this polynomial. Okay, and now let's go for a second problem. So let's go. So, then the next step, and this is what's different. We started with an exponent of 3, and in these type of problems will actually follow a pattern, depending on what you start with. So this goes to a exponent of 1. What we actually have to do is add a 0x squared to follow that pattern. So it goes 3, 2, 1, 0. So then we solve like we did with the other one. X goes into x cubed by x squared. Because if we know that x times x is x squared is x cubed. So right here, x cubed, and then x squared times 1 is x squared. Then minus sign again. X cubed minus x cubed is 0. 0x squared minus x squared is negative x squared. Then we drop that 5 plus 5x. Now we do it again. X goes into negative x squared by negative x. Negative x times 1 is negative x. This is something I always mess up on. So negative x squared minus negative x squared. When you are dealing with positives and negatives. Negative minus a negative, you're actually negative plus. You're just adding. So negative x squared plus negative x squared is actually 0. 5x minus negative x would give us 6x. Drop that 6. X goes into 6x by 6. 6 times 1 is 6. That minus sign got 0 and zeros. For our answer, there are no remainders. So what we get is x squared minus x plus 6. I hope you guys learned something today. Thank you and have a good day. Back to you, news reporter.
That's all we have today. Sorry for not having the normal show. Hopefully we'll have it usual by tomorrow. See you next time!